We've all thought about what we would buy if we had all the money in the world. We're going to look at what some of the richest people in the world actually have spent their money on. Hello and welcome to Living Luxury. If you haven't subscribed yet, please hit the button below and click the notification bell to get our latest videos. Now let's get to it. Yachts. Yes, yachts. And not just any kind of yachts, but gigantic, luxurious, multi-cabin and helipad-armed mega yachts. These floating palaces cost more than any home on land and include features most people would never imagine. Roman Abramovich, a Russian businessman and billionaire, owns one of these so-called mega yachts, which is called the Eclipse. Some of the key features of this yacht are 2 swimming pools and 2 helicopter pads. Now, there's no need to worry if you are going to invite your billionaire friends over because this yacht also has 24 guest cabins. Another owner of a luxurious super yacht is Indian steel magnate Lakshmi Mittal, chairman and CEO of the world's largest steel making company. The Amevi boasts an on-deck jacuzzi, tender garage, and a top speed of 18.5 knots. Now, it's no surprise that the largest yacht in the world by gross tonnage and interior volume is also owned by, of course, a billionaire. Russian billionaire Alisher Usmanov named this masterpiece after his mother. Dilbar's key features include underwater lights, a movie theater, an 82-foot indoor swimming pool, a sauna, and of course, a massage room. If these yachts seem too gigantic for you, then you may opt to buy a cheaper one. I mean, a more affordable one. You might get a deal on a used yacht when these billionaires spring for an upgrade. Private planes. A lot of people like to travel the world and billionaires are no exception. But unlike the common folks, these billionaires can travel in style. With huge resources, they don't have to worry about sitting in economy class with everyone else packed in like sardines. It's true that time is money, so it's no wonder that the rich spent a lot to cut down on travel time. According to AeroCorner.com, quote, private jets typically travel faster compared to commercial jets because they fly at higher altitudes. The average private jet is also smaller compared to most commercial jets, which allows for faster speeds. Of course, the biggest time savings is not having to wait with hundreds of other people in an airport terminal. People like Bill Gates usually own more than just one private jet. In his case, it's not just 2, but 4 private jets. 2 Gulfstream G650ERs and 2 Bombardier Challenger 350s. He also has a Cessna 208 seaplane and a Eurocopter EC-135 helicopter. Elon Musk, the founder of SpaceX and Tesla Motors, owns a Gulfstream G550 and a G650ER. The use of private jets has been criticized lately due to their carbon emissions, but it doesn't stop people from using them. Private islands. When we need to take some time off away from the city lights, we plan an out-of-town getaway. But billionaires, yeah, they go to their own private islands. These islands are not just for their own pleasure. Sometimes they're also open to those who can afford to rent them, with some of them being used as resorts and packed with villas, spa facilities, and of course, golf courses. The Necker Island, located in the Caribbean, is a private island owned by Sir Richard Branson, and because one is not enough, he also bought the neighboring island, the Mosquito Island. Guests can rent the villas here, or if they have the budget, even the entire island itself. Another billionaire who spent his money on a private island is Larry Ellison, the co-founder of Oracle Corporation. 98% of a Hawaiian island called Lanai was bought by the American businessman with plans of turning it into a wellness utopia. The remaining 2% of that island, however, belongs to the state of Hawaii and privately owned homes. The world is filled with beautiful islands, and billionaire John Malone found one in the Bahamas, the Samson Cay. With $8 billion, he sure didn't mind spending a few to purchase this beautiful island. A typical small island purchase will set you back around between $5 million to $30 million. Cars. Have you ever dreamed of owning a car that costs as much as a house? The super wealthy have giant garages full of them, including classic brands like Rolls-Royce, Bentley, Mercedes, as well as exotic supercars like Ferraris, Lamborghinis, and McLarens. Some car-obsessed celebrities have dozens of rare and expensive vehicles that they can show off on TV shows. Jay Leno and Jerry Seinfeld have hosted their own shows that are centered around their own amazing car collections. Mark Zuckerberg, co-founder of Facebook and the seventh richest man on the planet when this list was made, is usually seen wearing simple clothes, and when you look at the cars he drives, it's not hard to see that the billionaire is not really too flashy when it comes to spending his riches. Some of the cars that Zuckerberg owns are a twin-turbocharged V12 Pagani Huayra and a Honda Jazz. If you think about the amount of money he has, the prices of these cars are definitely a far cry. Another billionaire who didn't spend a lot of money on one of his cars is billionaire Amancio Ortega, a business tycoon, founder, and former chairman of Inditex fashion group known for its chain of Zara clothing. The billionaire owns an Audi A8, and that doesn't seem much if you are worth $74 billion. Michael Jordan has color-coordinated supercars with his billion-dollar Air Jordan sneaker line. One of the few athletes to ever become a billionaire himself, MJ has had an appreciation for sporty cars in black and red since he was a young player in the NBA. Art pieces. A lot of affluent people consider themselves fans of the arts. Some of them become art collectors and keep their collections in a museum. But there are also some of them who aren't content with just seeing art in museums, and they go as far as bidding millions of dollars in auctions just to bring home the pieces of art to their own homes. François Pinault, a French billionaire businessman, is not just known for his wealth, but also for his collection of contemporary art. The Pinault collection is made up of over 10,000 works by almost 400 artists from a wide range of generations. Pinault has been one of the largest contemporary art collections in the world, amassing all of these over the last 50 years. Next up is Stephen Cohen, a billionaire American hedge fund manager. He began collecting art in the year 2000 and was said to spend millions of dollars on different works of art that range from post-impressionist paintings to modern art. To this day, his collections is said to be worth at least $1 billion. His collection consists of paintings by Picasso, plus one of the most famous pieces of his collection, The Physical Impossibility of Death. The latter was a work of Damien Hirst from 1991 and consists of a shark in formaldehyde. Now, if you're scared of sharks, you better stick to paintings and sculptures. Cohen just doesn't spend money on his collection, but also donates millions of dollars to different art museums. One of these is the Museum of Modern Art, where he donated $50 million, spoiling their pets. We love our pets more than anything. We try to spoil them as much as we can, but these billionaires definitely take it to the next level. From buying them their own houses to giving them a share of their wealth, let's look at the ways these billionaires' pets get pampered. When billionaire Leona Helmsley died in 2007, she left a staggering $12 million to her pet pooch, Trouble. A judge later ruled that $12 million was a bit too much and reduced it to just $2 million. But Trouble still lived a luxurious lifestyle. She even had a full-time bodyguard to make sure she remained safe until her death in 2011. American talk show host Oprah Winfrey is said to leave a huge amount of inheritance to her 5 beloved dogs. The dogs are known to be very well taken care of and someday will inherit a $30 million trust fund. Of course, dogs don't live very long, so hopefully she has a backup plan. Real estate properties. Buying multiple properties is one of the ways people invest and grow their money, but for these people, sometimes it's a way to be at home all over the world. India's richest billionaire, Mukesh Ambani, who is worth $98 billion, owns a $2 billion Mumbai mansion, and Tilla is said to be the world's second most expensive property after the Buckingham Palace. The building is made up of 27 floors and can survive an earthquake of 8 on the Richter scale. It has a snow room and each floor is the same height of an average 2-story building. Another one worth mentioning is billionaire Leonard Stern. According to Forbes, the Hartz Mountain CEO and chairman owns more than 250 properties throughout New Jersey and the East Coast. Stern is worth a staggering $6.2 billion, so wherever he goes, there he is, at home. Security. The only way to enjoy your hard-earned money is, well, if you stay alive. So billionaires spend millions of dollars in order to stay safe. Security cameras alone are not enough to keep the bad guys away. These people need to have a vigilant security detail to keep them safe from kidnappers. When traveling to foreign locales, high-profile people who are known to have a lot of assets become targets of criminal gangs and cartels looking to cash in. Every public figure gets some negative publicity, but heads of large corporations who are always in the news get more than most. Facebook spent $20 million to keep Zuckerberg and his family safe. According to reports, Zuckerberg's security increased because of the negative coverage he gets from the press. Some of them, on the other hand, spent their personal funds for their security, like Jeff Bezos and Bill Gates. Constant reporting on their incredible wealth, such as this video, can breed resentment toward them in the population, and a small percentage may think it's a good idea to hatch a kidnapping plot against them or a family member. Anybody with huge amounts of money would surely spend whatever it takes to stay safe. Aside from the usual bodyguards, billionaires need to have their own home security system and staff, not just for themselves but for their family as well. A team of professionals can easily run over $1 million per year. Sports teams. One very popular place for a billionaire to park his money is in a professional sports team franchise. These don't come up for sale very often and are limited in number to start with, so a bidding war almost always happens when they are available. Being a sports team owner checks a lot of boxes for status-obsessed billionaires. You get bragging rights for being a big shot in the sports world, plus a luxury box and access to all the players who have to call you boss. You also get the prestige that comes with owning something rare and largely unattainable for most other wealthy people. Finally, you get to rake in the money, as most sports franchises earn a fortune every year thanks to TV rights, expensive tickets, and inflated concession prices. Some former athletes who have amassed a personal fortune or formed an investor group have bought into franchises recently. Magic Johnson, the all-time Lakers basketball legend, is part of an ownership group that bought the Los Angeles Dodgers baseball team. Derek Jeter, a Yankee Hall of Famer, purchased the Miami Marlins, so he has his work cut out for him. The most famous and successful athlete of all time, Michael Jordan, bought the Charlotte Hornets of the NBA. Other franchises are owned by hedge fund managers, business tycoons, or families who inherited them from parents who are probably one of the first two. So if you were a billionaire, what things would you spend your money on? Tell us what you think in the comments, and don't forget to press like, share, and subscribe to get the latest updates on all things luxury. That's it for today, and thank you for watching.